Hello and welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. Today we're here at the Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month with a STEM robotic twist. National Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated nationwide during September 15th through October 15th in honor of all the history and contributions made by Hispanic Latino American champions whose ancestors came from Spain and Latin countries. It's an inspiring time to learn about the achievements, contributions, and success stories achieved by notable Hispanic Americans. Plus, it's a time to learn about the variety of Latino culture, traditions, food, and music that has a global influence every day. Just like the amazing contributions made by the Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center, whose mission is to develop a proficient interest and creative environment for students through science, technology, engineering, and math. Let's take a look.
The mission of the Si Se Puede Center is to bridge the STEM divide that exists in our underserved populations to better prepare the community for the 21st century skills. So the Si Se Puede Foundation started about 30 years ago, and it was started because it wanted to show to a group of kids and youngsters in the community that they can be a part of society and be productive. And so Si Se Puede means yes, we can. And so it was started to engage the kids to make them empowered and feel like they can do something. Charter schools that don't have facilities to have a robotics program like this can send their kids here. Comprehensive high schools, homeschool kids can come here. So it's basically to reach those kids that don't have access to this technology and this education at their schools or any other place. We don't charge a penny, so there's no membership fee, there's no registration fee, nothing. It's all covered by the sponsors that we get to sponsor the foundation.
So Si Se Puede, we have multiple programs targeted for different age groups. So at the top, we start off with a all-women collegiate team called Desert Wave. And the women there are from ASU, and they participate in the underwater robotics competition. The next level down is a high school robotics team. It's called FRC. And we have a team here called Degrees of Freedom, and that's open to high school students. And then we have two First Tech Challenge, FTC teams, that are open to junior high and early high school students. So we have a team called the Geese of Freedom and Binary Bots. So those are the four main robotics programs that we offer.
We get to learn all these CAD abilities, which is 3D modeling. We also learn how industries work, where we work together as a team in the flow of it. We learn the engineering design process, and then we learn how to use and manufacture using the different tools, such as like the laser cutter and the CNC.
Now, after college, after getting my major on mechanical engineering, I want to work with a team. I want to work with persons that they want to build things to get everyone on the society have a better life. My experience in Mexico, there's a lot of things that we can improve, and I really want to give people that helped me a favor back.
When I came in, I wasn't who I am today. We're with my friends. I want to help teach the younger kids. Being able to do that helps me see my own growth and where I was at the beginning, and now I can help teach them how to use the different machines. And I helped assemble that robot, and I helped assemble the new one that we're working on.
Three-dimensional learning experience is important, and the three dimensions being the physical, the social relevance and connectivity, and of course, the content. When you can involve all those three things in a STEM environment, regardless of what group you come from, you become really successful.
Si Se Puede, yes you can.
Si Se Puede, yes you can.
Si Se Puede, yes you can.
We are for our free mind between the freedom!
As the Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center aims to provide STEM opportunities to the underserved populations, they're in need of your support to sustain its mission. There are many ways the community can support, either through becoming a mentor or through your generous donations. For more information on how to become a mentor or contributor, visit their website at sisepuedefoundation.org. What a great way of serving our communities through STEM. I'll be right back with Doing More after this. Welcome back to Doing More. We're celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month here at the Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center, an organization that's serving as a bridge in developing a new generation of active STEM students. The Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center is a place where the four fields of STEM are shared, which is an emphasis on innovation, problem solving, and critical thinking. Take a look at how Shelter to Soldier and the Barnes firm are saving lives 2 at a time between combat veterans and rescue dogs.
Barney, here. Woohoo! Center. Shelter to Soldier
Soldier, our mission is kind of summed up by our mission statement, saving lives 2 at a time. What we do is rescue dogs from local shelters and animal rescues and train them as psychiatric service animals for veterans with PTSD, traumatic brain injury, or other mental health diagnoses. Barney, under. Barney's journey is like a lot of our other dogs' journeys. We really believe in organically matching our dogs. They usually are with us for 12 to 18 months of training in total. 6 to 9 months of that is weekly sessions with their veteran once they're matched, so that we can hand over all of the proper training to their veteran in order to make them successful handlers.
At Shelter to Soldier, being a private nonprofit, we rely on the community. Thankfully, we have sponsors like the Barnes firm that get behind us.
We are all dog lovers here at the Barnes firm. My late brother Steve, who was the founder of the Barnes firm, in addition to being a lawyer, he was a retired major from the United States Marine Corps. And the concerns and needs of his fellow veterans were very near and dear to his heart. This program seemed to be the perfect vehicle for our firm to continue assisting those veterans in need. Steve began that, and we are proud to continue it today.
Without the support of groups like the Barnes firm, we could not do what we do every day, and we're so thankful for their support. They have actually sponsored 3 dogs for our mission, Barney being one of them, and he gets basically everything sponsored by them. Go boys, ready? His food, his training, his boarding, his equipment, his cute little booties, everything that he needs is because of the Barnes firm, their sponsorship.
Thank you. Sit.
We like to have multiple trainers so that we can have the dog be with different types of handlers and also listen to those handlers when needed. Stand, brace. Ugh. Good boy, thank you. So I will be facilitating all the training between the dog and the veteran. I am their primary trainer. Good boy. Everything we need to do in order to get them to graduation.
He is now in our matching phase of our program. He is meeting eligible veterans in what we call speed dating.
How's it going?
So we have just recently approved 5 new veterans to see if he is the perfect match for them.
Good boy.
So he finally found his match, and he has been working 6 to 9 months with his veteran, and they're getting ready towards graduation right now.
With the power of us.
I would strongly and heartily recommend that in the business community take a look at Shelter to Soldier, and by all means get involved in participating in this truly wonderful program.
The Shelter to Soldier's mission is to train great dogs into service dogs so that one day they'll be matched with a great military veteran. If you'd like to share your generous financial support, go to sheltertosoldier.org. We headed to the Boys and Girls Club in Brockton, Massachusetts, where 2 classrooms got a new look thanks to the hard work and support of HarborOne Bank volunteers.
Community involvement has always been a strong part of HarborOne. I think giving back to the community is part of what banking is all about. We work in the community, we have several branches. Working and living in our community, we should participate and help those all around us. At this particular project, we're working with the Warwick Boys and Girls Club. They are in our community, in our branch system, and in our networks. We have a great affiliation with the director.
HarborOne has this unique ability to know what's going on in the community and what people need.
Today at HarborOne, we're packing bags for hygiene kits. We're packing shampoo, toothpaste, toothbrushes, things that we can give back to the children and their families, basically for personal hygiene.
Well, as a member of the HarborOne family, it makes me very proud that we've been able to gather everyone together here at the Providence LPO and get them more involved in the Rhode Island community. Anything that I can do, that we can do to help out with these issues is great.
They're giving us these great hygiene packets, but they went the extra mile to each individualize them. So this one says you can achieve anything. Think about if you started your day with that and got a note from somebody that said you can achieve anything. It gives you the confidence to go forward with a better day. Well, that's what these notes are going to mean to the kids.
HarborOne reached out to the Boys and Girls Club. They just said, we want to volunteer, what do you need? So I said, we have a couple rooms that need to be painted. They said they'd love to. We picked the date, and here we are. 11 volunteers came, they got here around 9, and then they started painting the room. They painted our education room. That's a room where kids come. It's where they do their homework after school. That's a place where they come and kind of chill out when they need to.
I
really appreciate seeing our club look nice and be taken care of. We don't always have the funds to allocate it as we're a nonprofit. So having volunteers come in and do that for us and help us take care of our rooms in ways that we can't, we really appreciate it.
This is a very personal thing for me because I feel like helping children in the Boys and Girls Club is important. It's a fantastic community here and they need some help.
We're not doing something here that's not going to be utilized, so we wanted to make sure we came in and we got a full force of 10 to 15 people.
It shows that the community cares. It shows that these organizations care, because you just hear HarborOne, you see the commercials, and you look at it as a business. Now we get to see it as the people that work there and the people that care about everybody. They care about us, they care about these kids, they care about the community.
It's important for the kids to know that the community's out there to better them, to make them more successful, to be there to support them. Many of the kids we serve don't have people out there supporting them, and this shows them that there really are people out there that do care.
What a great way of doing more. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Doing More, where we shine a light on the good things happening in our communities. I'm Erica Cardenas. Today we're here at the Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month and STEM. Did you know that in 2004, a group of 4 young Latino students from Carl Hayden High School, located in Phoenix, Arizona, entered the MATE National Underwater Robot Competition funded by NASA? They competed against the nation's most educated and experienced engineering college students, and these 4 young men defied the odds and broke all stereotypes by coming away with the win. With the help and direction of their teachers, Faradonin Freddy Lajvarde, President and CEO of the Si Se Puede Foundation, and Alan Cameron. The Falcons robotic team became so inspirational that in 2015, the Lionsgate Film Company featured a film named Spare Parts, starring George Lopez. A fun fact that left a legacy of hope, leadership, and dreamers. We traveled to Las Vegas, Nevada, where Cox Communications celebrated the Hispanic Heritage Month Honorees. Take a look.
I'm originally from Ecuador for family reasons. We moved to the States and I grew up in New York.
I was born in Miami. My dad came from Cuba, escaped communism, landed in Miami, ended up in Lake Tahoe.
I'm from the Dominican Republic. I was born there. My parents immigrated here to the United States when I was 7 years old. I grew up in New York City.
What brought me here was Jim and Beverly Rogers. Jim made a significant contribution to the University of Arizona College of Law, and at that time I was an undergrad student and met him by accident. And upon meeting him and Jim and Beverly, I immediately became a Nevada citizen.
It's my mom, my sisters, and certainly my brother and my father, who's since passed on. Yeah, they are my heroes, as well as community leaders, my girlfriends as well, and those civic leaders who've paved the way for us.
I had the most amazing mentor, best friend that a kid could ask for, and that's his dad. He dedicated his life to giving me love, and he was my example. He was my example for everything I do today.
Giving the opportunity for somebody to understand what Cristo Rey means, to understand what our students do every day here, that they have real jobs, that they're working hard every day to cover the cost of their own tuition, that's changing. Everybody talks about workforce development and what opportunities exist. This school's doing it, and we're doing it at a very high level, and I'm excited to see what our first graduating class is able to accomplish.
Dress for Success, in essence, is an employment resource for women, providing free services to women. We empower women to be economically self-sufficient, to be empowered, to be independent, and to have a sustainable livelihood for themselves and their families.
I've always been in the technology department, have done work from deploying technology, software, mainframe, conversions and billing systems, you name it, pay-per-view, all of it. I've have experienced everything, that a cable company could ever imagine.
It's an amazing place, the Latin Chamber of Commerce. Our main mission is to advocate and protect the small business community. We're going to keep making sure that Las Vegas and Nevada, because we're a statewide chamber, we're going to keep making sure that we're open for business, that we're business friendly.
There are so many great individuals in our community that deserve an honor and really should be honored. But the fact that I have this opportunity to tell my story, to tell the story about this school, is really what it's about.
I want to thank Cox Communications for this recognition. You do important work, and I'm honored to be recognized by you.
Thank you, Cox Communications.
Gracias, Cox Communications.
Thank you, Cox Communications.
We headed to Phoenix, Arizona, where we visited the Stepping Stone Foundation, which transforms lives through two-generation education. Take a look.
A Stepping Stone Foundation was founded in 1989, and the mission is to provide literacy programs for both the kids and the family, two-generation approach. By providing preschool, we prepare the children to be ready to go into kindergarten in the school years, and the parents can learn English as a second language or GED, obtain their high school diploma if needed. For qualifications to be part of a Stepping Stone, the child needs to be 4 years old by the beginning of the academic year, and the parent needs to continue their education, either English as a second language or also a high school diploma or GED. For scholarships, the requirement is that the child participated in the preschool for at least 6 months. There's different levels of scholarships, but everybody will receive some form of scholarship, any of the participants from the preschool.
It is preschool, and we range anywhere from 3 to 5. They are allowed to repeat in the program twice, so if they come to us at 3, they're able to be 2 years in the classroom, and it's also 2 years of the whole family getting educated at the same time. We cover all of the developmental areas. I would say the most important at this level would be the social emotional development. It's most of their first encounter in a school or structured environment. Most of them are just coming from home and haven't really been exposed to playing with other children or knowing the boundaries or their feelings or how to express themselves. So we do hit all of the areas in the curriculum. There is math and science and social studies and all of that. It's primarily based around play and discovery because that's what's developmentally appropriate for this age group. Letting them learn at their own pace, doing things that they enjoy, that are hands-on, and interacting with their peers.
Estoy tomando las clases de inglés, también los talleres para padres. En sí el programa específico es en mí y en mi hija. El programa me ayuda significativamente. La verdad es que en mí, en lo personal, así me siento con mi hija. También lo veo el cambio y el orgullo que siento al verlos. Ahorita estamos tomando la clase de inglés con el profesor Omar. La actividad o la dinámica me está gustando. Sí estoy aprendiendo algunas palabras. Vamos empezando, pero me está gustando y lo siento como algo muy bueno y no lo siento pesado.
So in total, the parents will spend 32 hours with their children learning together. We are grateful for all the contributions of the community, from the in-kind donations and the partnership with the district, providing the opportunity to allow us to use their facilities. We're always looking for opportunities for us to invite investors to come and invest in our children and be able to continue our work.
We'll be right back with Doing More after this. Welcome back to Doing More. We're celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month and STEM here at the Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center. Our final stop was at the Boys and Girls Club, where Cox Communications and the Arizona Diamondbacks helped club kids cut the ribbon in the new state-of-the-art Cox Innovation Lab.
We are here today at the Arizona Diamondbacks Club for the Cox Innovation Lab ribbon cutting. The Arizona Diamondbacks have been a long-standing partner of Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley for over 20 years. So it's incredible that they have a name club. And then we said, who do we bring in as our other long-term community partner? The one and only Cox. Cox has, for so many years, supported not just our organization, but the communities around us, enabling technology and really helping those underserved communities connect.
When we started these innovation labs, they were technology centers with computers, and that's all it was. We've learned as the kids have grown and developed in their digital experience, they want access to virtual reality goggles and 3D printers and DJ turntables. And so we just keep evolving the model to provide the technology that the kids are interested in and that excite them.
As a state representative, I understand firsthand that districts, communities grow through collaboration and through partnerships. And having Cox Communication invest in our community means that we're going to grow and become better. It's wonderful to see all of the young people engaging with the technology and already planning their future. And so we're really grateful to have Cox and the D-backs here in LD11.
For Cox to come in and provide all the technology for this lab, the computers, the tablets, the monitors, the gaming, it's no surprise that this is first class. I mean, I walked in, my jaw hit the floor, but I shouldn't have been stunned because Cox always does it at the highest level. It's top shelf.
As you can see in this space here today, it brings energy and excitement to these kids and an opportunity to try things with technology, to do things online in a safe space. And without this technology, they wouldn't have these opportunities. We don't think any child should be left behind because they don't have access to technology.
I like the Cox Innovation Lab because there are a lot of things that we can do in here, and there are a lot of places where we can do things. It makes me really happy to be here.
We've had several collaborations, and it's always technology-based, whether it's at the stadium or it's at schools, in this case at our club, but it always benefits the kids, and it always takes technology to a whole new level. But it's not just technology to watch or enjoy, it's technology to teach and interact and engage, and I think it's just been an absolutely perfect collaboration all along the way.
So because of our long-term partnership with Cox, this is our 14th Innovation Lab. That means Cox's impact in our community is valley-wide. They are hitting thousands of kids and teens all across the valley. We could not be more grateful for their support.
I want to thank the Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center for celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month while sharing the love of STEM. As 63.7 million Hispanic Latino Americans are living in the U.S., they continue to contribute to American culture through the fields of STEM and the arts, as well as advancing communities across the country by becoming small business owners, doctors, lawyers, teachers, musicians, actors, and public servants, among many other professions. So let's celebrate together and embrace the diversity and appreciate the differences that make everyone unique. So let's celebrate the diversity and strength of Hispanic Latino cultures, and remember, Si Se Puede, yes we can with STEM. I'm Erica Cardenas, thanks for joining me. Yay!